family size Cheerios. I'm going to tell you exactly how you can end up in the hospital, all because of a box of Cheerios. So, I had an interesting weekend. I got up and I I don't know what I really got into. I was on the computer or whatever it is I was doing, but I got really caught up into whatever I was doing, and hours went by. I think I had maybe a late morning breakfast. Not really a breakfast, really, but I had some Cheerios. I think I had some Cheerios and some peanuts or something like that. And that's about it. Then later on in the day, I decided I want to do a workout because I've been trying to, getting back into exercising. That's good, good stuff. You got to take care of yourself, exercise, stretch, all that good stuff, eat well. I'm doing all of that. And I said, you know what? I'm going to exercise. So I go and I do like a 3 mile bike ride on my dirt bike, mountain bike rather. And then I come home and I do a bunch of pull ups and, close grip, wide grip. And then I do some push ups. Now, mind you, I haven't been exercising for a while. So I go ahead and I do that. And I felt fine the entire time doing the ride and everything, the push ups, the pull ups, everything was all good. And then I stopped. I did. I think I actually was doing some barbell curls as well, like some bicep curls or stuff like that. And I got to the point where I was done and I walk away feeling proud of myself. I did a good workout. And within 30 seconds, I started feeling nauseous. I started feeling lightheaded. And I was like, what's going on? Why do I feel this way? Another 30 seconds goes by, and by the time that 30 seconds is over, I'm on the floor. Somewhere in there, I think, I got into that kind of fight or flight mode or whatever. And I was like, I am probably dehydrated or whatever. I didn't even think to that level of detail. It was just kind of like, water, water, get water. I wasn't thirsty. I didn't feel thirsty, but I just knew I needed to do something quick because my condition was deteriorating very, very fast. I mean, this whole thing is 60 seconds. 60 seconds from feeling perfectly fine and motivated. I did a good workout to on the floor. So at some point in time, I grabbed my water bottle and I start like chugging down, trying to. Of course, it's hard to take anything in when you're nauseous. But I drank as much as I could. Then I dropped it on the floor. There's water everywhere, all over my hardwood floors, and yeah, I I somehow got my cell phone. I called a family member, and they were trying to get a taxi or something to come pick me up, and it was just. I'm like, I can't even stand up. How am I going to open the door? I mean, I don't know what's going on. And it took me a good 15 minutes to recover before I could even stand up. Couldn't even crawl. Just feeling so weak. I'm on the phone. I can barely talk because it's just like, like you're just really exhausted when you're trying to talk. So that was quite an ordeal. I actually went to the hospital, went to the emergency room just to be safe because you never know. And they did an EKG and all this good stuff and checked my blood pressure. And of course, everything's good. I eat well, I take care of myself. So, um, I'm in good health. But I'm not in my 20s. I can't afford to, be doing crazy stuff like doing a workout on Cheerios. I gotta hydrate and, you know, definitely eat a proper meal. So, lesson learned. Anyway, so I'm fine now. I actually went to work today and I kind of took it easy. I, which is tricky. I mean, it's a very aggressive business that I'm in. So, um, and today was interesting. We had a couple of things go down today, a couple of pretty serious things, like multiple, like one after the other, and it's a very, um, you got to be precise, you got to be level-headed, you've got to be able to think on your feet and just be real smooth about things, be the calm in the storm type of thing, and doing that while being Chris McDonald says Cheerios. Yeah, Cheerios, Cheerio, buongiorno. Anyway, hey Chris. Yeah, so it was kind of challenging trying to take it easy in an environment that's the opposite, right? But somehow I pulled it off, and like I said, today was actually interesting. The day that because I mean I didn't actually pass out or anything like that. So it wasn't the most traumatic type thing, but I mean, still, the fact that my body was in a condition where I ended up like on the floor type of deal. I mean, you know, I'm sure that was a little bit abusive to my body. So there's probably some effects of that because like today I didn't feel bad, but I felt a little beat up a little bit. So I'm trying to play cool, smooth operator, but on the same token, um, I got a lot of stuff going on and, this issue, that issue, and it's kind of crazy. So, but I pulled it off, got the day done. And now I'm going to go to bed because I want to get my sleep. But anyway, I just want to share that with you guys to let you guys know, take your health very seriously. You got to take your health very seriously. It's interesting the fact that I'm a relatively healthy person. I shouldn't say relatively, I'm healthy in general. That it makes me feel like I'm younger than I am, but I'm not. You know what I mean? So I feel like I can still get away with the stuff I used to do when I was younger, but I can't. So it's interesting that being healthy actually, in a way, puts me at risk because it's kind of deceiving. But regardless of what your state is, be very smart because you see how, look at someone like me, there's no medical conditions, nothing like that, and I could end up on the floor, taken off my feet, just like that, blink of an eye in 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Just, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, I'm doing pull-ups, pulling up my entire body weight, up and down, nice and easy. Had that kind of strength, that kind of condition, that kind of health. And within 10 minutes later, I'm on the floor. So please take these things seriously. Stay hydrated. Eat proper meals. Don't skip your meals. Try to have a routine, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We do all kinds of crazy stuff, man. We don't get enough sleep. We don't hydrate enough. We don't, think about getting all of the vitamins and minerals and all that kind of stuff, eating enough vegetables, leafy greens, all that kind of stuff. People, we just do whatever we want and we think like we're invincible, but you're not, right? Don't take your health for granted at all. I mean, I'm fortunate that, I have the condition where I was able to go through that and I mean, it was scary, absolutely, but, I'm fine. Someone else may not have been so fine. Who knows how far it could have gone, right? And it's completely avoidable, Just using some common sense and judgment. So anyway, take care of yourselves. It's good to work hard, but but eat well, sleep well, and try to have some balance in your life. Anyway, this is Carlisle Speaks Wall Street. Thank you for watching, Chris McDonald, and cheerio. All right, guys.